Hello and welcome. You're watching Exclusive coming to you live from Mumbai. I'm Padmaja Joshi. It seems that Sam Pitroda is an unguided missile that is launched at the Congress Party by the Congress Party before every phase of polling in this election. If earlier it was his comments on redistribution of wealth, where he spoke about how there should be an inheritance tax, this time around he has decided to wax eloquent on guess what? On the different races of Indians, while talking about the benefits of real secularism, the features of real secularism in India. He said that India is so diverse and such is the strength of secularism in our country that people who in the West look like, look like Arabs, in the East they look like Chinese, in the South they apparently look like Africans, and they look like whites in North. All of them are bound together. All this diversity is bound together in our country. Before we go any further, let's take a listen to this very latest gem coming from Rahul Gandhi's closest advisors.
We could hold country together as diverse as India, where people on East look like Chinese, people on West look like Arab, people on North look like, maybe white, and people in South look like Africa. We could hold country together as diverse as India, where people on East look like Chinese, people on West look like Arab, people on North look like, maybe white, and people in South look like Africa.
I mean, imagine, for a country that was already divided on the lines of caste, creed, religion, race, region. So many years, decades of work to try and work on the issue of racism within the country, and in one fell swoop, Sam Pitroda says in the South look like Africans, those living in the East look like Chinese. The Prime Minister reacted to this because it wasn't just a stray comment. He said that this is sign of a deeper malaise, where this mindset is so ingrained in members and advisors of the Congress Party that you see the country through a divided lens. Listen in.
ये शाहजादे के अंकल वो उनका फिलोसोफर एंड गाइड है, और जैसे क्रिकेट में आजकल थर्ड एम्पायर होता है ना, कोई कंफ्यूजन हो तो थर्ड एम्पायर को पूछते हैं, और वैसे ही ये शहजादे ये थर्ड प्लेयर को कंफ्यूजन होते हैं तो सलाह लेते हैं। ये शहजादे के फिलोसोफर एंड गाइड अंकल ने बड़ा रहस्य खोला है। उसने कहा है कि जिनका चमड़ी का रंग काला होता है ये सब अफ्रीका के हैं। कि चमड़ी का रंग देख करके उन्होंने मान लिया कि द्रौपदी मुर्मू भी अफ्रीकन है, और इसलिए उनकी चमड़ी का रंग काला है तो उनको हराना चाहिए। ये सोच आज पहली बार मुझे तो पता चला कि ये दिमाग कहां काम कर रहा है इनका, ये देश को कहां ले जाएंगे। अरे चमड़ी का रंग कोई भी हो, हम तो श्री कृष्ण की पूजा करने वाले लोग हैं। शहजादे, आपको जवाब देना पड़ेगा। चमड़ी के रंग के आधार पर मेरे देशवासियों का अपमान मेरा देश सहन नहीं करेगा, और मोदी तो कतई नहीं करेगा।
All right, joining us now on the Exclusive, we have Kaushal Kanth, spokesperson of the BJP. We'll be joined by Tushar Gupta, political analyst, in a bit. And the first question I'll put to the hapless Lokesh Jindal. I actually feel pretty bad, Lokesh Jindal, when you should be sitting here talking about what the next phase is going to be like. Look what you have to do. You have to defend somebody like a Sam Pitroda. Every time the Congress comes, distances itself from what Sam Pitroda says, and yet he still remains in the position that he has been given of friend, philosopher, guide, and president of the Indian Overseas Congress. Why? You're on mute, sir. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, what I'm saying, Padmaja, is you're not taking Sam Pitroda's humor in the right manner. Sam Pitroda himself, he has white hair, he has Chinese eyes, he looks Arab, he's got an African gesture. He's an epitome of the Indianness. This person's remark is not something that Congress
Don't say any such
accepts
thing
at
about
all.
Sam Pitroda. I do not think he has Chinese eyes or African hair at all. He has only Indian features. And frankly,
No.
this is as
So
funny
that's what he
as, you know,
perceived- he
using
perceived that
pejorative
he's
like
got the
chinky or
blend
momo
of-
for somebody. It's not funny. I don't think Sam Pitroda was being funny.
No, Padmaja,
It's
the
not
thing
funny.
is, whatever comment he made, it has nothing to do with the party's ideology. Mr. Jairam Ramesh has already called it unfortunate, and such a form of a comment should not have been made. It is his own personal, I would say, outlook or whatever he intended to
You know what I
describe it
find
as.
particularly amusing is that the government of the day needs to answer for a book called Bunch of Thoughts, which was written more than a century ago by Mr. Golwalkar. The government of the day needs to answer for those bunch of thoughts, but Congress will just shrug off the bunch of thoughts that Mr. Pitroda has every odd week. Why is that, Lokesh Jindal?
Because there is a freedom of speech and expression which the Constitution allows, and any person has a liberty or a freedom to utilize it. But the party has rightly condemned it. It has called it unfortunate and something that he should not have said. So there is nothing more that the party can do. What else do you expect the party to do? So when a person, he has given a statement,
Sack him.
and the
Sack him.
party condemns it,
Sack him.
and the party condemns
The same
it.
thing that Chaudhry Lal was done to Chaudhry Lal Singh when he led a march in support of people who had been arrested for the rape and murder of an 8-year-old girl in Katwa. He was sacked. Nobody said at that time that he has freedom of speech to march for whoever he wants. He was sacked and then dutifully taken 6 years later by the Congress and fielded, but that's another story. Sack him.
Well, Padmaja, that's for the higher authorities to take a decision for. But over here, I would say that the party has condemned this remark in entirety, and nowhere has this remark been supported. So any form of correlation of this comment to the party stand is something which is, I would say, it's a mere conjecture. It has nothing to do with the party's official stand.
ओके कौशल कांत मिश्र, आज प्रियंका गांधी ने बोला उत्तर प्रदेश में कि प्रधानमंत्री जो है सिर्फ ऐसी फालतू चीजों पे ही फुल टॉस जो उनको मिलता है उसको खेलते हैं. मुद्दों पे बात कीजिए ना. अब आप प्रेसिडेंट द्रौपदी मुर्मू को लेकर के आ गए, कहा कि उनकी चमड़ी पे बात हो रही थी इसीलिए कांग्रेस ने उनको अपोज किया. ये कुछ ज्यादा ही एक्स्ट्रापोलेटेड नहीं है?
पद्मजा जी, अगर लूज बॉल आएगी तो अच्छा क्रिकेटर क्या करेगा? छक्का मारेगा. इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है? समस्या यह है कि लूज बॉल फेंकते क्यों हैं? और फिर जब पूरी जनता भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 4 जून को 400 पार कराती है तो ये फिर ईवीएम का रोना रोते हैं. एक्चुअली ईवीएम हैक इन्हीं के लोग कराते हैं और ऐसे ही ईवीएम हैक होती है. खैर आगे बढ़ते हैं. इसमें एक शेर है रफीक सैदानी जी का कि गैयत कुछ है, हाल कुछ है, लेबल कुछ है, माल कुछ है. यही हाल मिस्टर सत्यनारायण गंगा राव पत्रोदा जी का है. जैसे इनकी गैयत मतलब इनकी ओरिजिन कहां से है वो भी भूल जाओ. सैम पित्रोदा देख करके ऐसा लगता है किसी विदेशी आदमी की बात कर रहे हैं, पर उनका असली परिचय क्या है? सत्यनारायण. ये न सत्य बोलते हैं न नारायण को साथ रखते हैं. गंगा जल को देखने के लिए और राम को देखने के लिए पूरे विश्व से रिकॉर्ड पर्यटन हो रहा है अयोध्या में. उन सारे नामों को हटा करके ये सैम पित्रोदा बन जाते हैं और इसी से इनकी विचारधारा का पता चलता है. और चूंकि कांग्रेस इनको इतने दिनों से बर्दाश्त कर रही है, अगर बर्दाश्त कर रही है, पर मुझे तो लगता है कि वो ही आइडिया दे रहे हैं. क्या ये पूछना चाहूंगा, यही इनका आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया तो नहीं है कांग्रेस का? क्योंकि कांग्रेस का तो ओरिजिन ही, इसके कांग्रेस के संस्थापक भी तो विदेशी थे. आधे से ज्यादा शुरू के अध्यक्ष जो थे वो विदेशी थे. तो क्या कहीं इंडिया, इनका आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया यही तो नहीं है कि हर आदमी अपने अंदर का सत्य नारायण, गंगा और राव को खत्म करके सैम पित्रोदा जैसा बन जाए? ये कांग्रेस को सोचना चाहिए.
ओके रिस्पॉन्ड लोकेश जिंदल. ये बर्दाश्त कर रहे हैं या बूस्ट कर रहे हैं सैम पित्रोदा और उनकी विचारधारा को?
See, Padmaja, Sam Petroda, as a technical genius who played a very important role in ushering in the IT revolution in the country, is something very different from the political remarks he has made. And these political remarks have been condemned by the party. Now, every individual has his own set of pros and cons. Him as a technical genius, as a science wizard, as a person of technology and who has played an important
कमाल
role.
की बात है, ये तो वही बात हो गई कि ब्रिजभूषण शरण सिंह के खिलाफ कोई चार्जेस होंगे बट वो पॉलिटिशियन बड़े अच्छे हैं. Is that an excuse?
Brijbhushan
That is like saying that he might have these great charges against him, but he's a great politician, so let's keep him.
You're making a wrong comparison. Sam Petroda has
One man has a criminal case, the other man is making disparaging and frankly not just idiotic but offensive remarks.
See, this is not a criminal offence that he has committed. If it's a criminal offence, the state should file a FIR and should bring him under law. But he has made a remark like this.
Okay, Tushar Gupta, making stupid comments is not a criminal offence. And in the interest of free speech, everyone must live with Sam Petroda.
Good evening, Padmaja. One can understand that the Congress spokesperson or the Congress representative here believes that making stupid comments is not a criminal offense because that's second nature to the Congress leaders now. But, those remarks were hurtful. Forget the offensive or the idiotic part of it. What he said about the people of Eastern India, that was honestly very, very hurtful. Now, beyond the jokes and the analogies that are being drawn on social media, and people are having a ball making all sorts of jokes, what really worries me is that the Congress does not acknowledge the Indian civilization. What Sam Petroda meant was that as a subcontinent, as a landmass for centuries, we have just been a point where several other civilizations amalgamate, be it the Chinese, be it the Arabs, be it the Africans, be it the whites. I don't even understand where the whites come from, but clearly Sam Petroda believes that India as a civilization never existed. That is why in that podcast that he recorded where he made this offensive comment, he said that the idea of Ram Mandir, that the idea of Hinduism, it's against their idea, the Congress's idea of India. So beyond all the jokes, Padmaja, there is an underlying understanding of the Congress that's now surfacing that India, they don't see it as a civilization. That is why Rahul Gandhi goes around town making comments like Union of States, Jati Jangarna, Jitni Abadi Utna Haq. They only understand how to divide India because in their heads, in their understanding, India is divided. Not as a civilization, but just as a meeting point for several other civilizations. And, I just feel very, very bad for the kind of remarks that have been made for the brave people of East India, West India, North India, South India. Absolutely offensive. The Congress won't do anything about it, Padmaja. They did not do anything after he made those shameful comments about 84 riots when he said, hua to hua. They did not do anything when he said inheritance tax should be done, 55% of the wealth should be grabbed by the state. They won't do absolutely anything when he said that India does not exist as a civilization because the Congress leadership genuinely
what you mentioned, there was so much focus on these racist comments of Sam Petroda that people actually missed out, Tushar, what he said about Ram Mandir. He was talking at length about what the fabric of India and the idea of India is. And listen to what I'm going to play out next because he actually said that the idea of a Ram Mandir and Ram Navami militates against that idea. Listen.
So that idea of India, which is rooted in democracy, freedom, liberty, fraternity, is being challenged by Ram Temple and Ram Navami and Prime Minister going to temple all the time and, talking, not as a national leader, but talking as a leader of the BJP.
Lokesh Jindal, first you call Indians Africans and then you say that the idea of India is challenged by Ram Navami and Ram Mandir. Now Ram Navami is also a problem. What should we change it to?
Well, the second comment made by Sam Petroda is something I will back him for. When you talk about India, idea of India, the Constitution, the Supreme Court has stated that secularism forms the basic structure of the Indian Constitution. And it cannot be done away with.
So, Ram Navami goes against the idea of secularism according to you. It should be done away with.
Secularism is when the state dissociates
Ram Navami is now against the idea of India.
Allow me to complete. Whenever
So Congress
the
will not
state
do any more iftar parties in the faithful.
supports
Is that
any
so?
form of a majority religion, the people who do not belong to the majority religion, they are given a status of a secondary citizens. And this is something which is against the tenet of a modern nation state. So it is always required from
By
the
who?
state.
By the very existence of a festival, you are reducing another community to second rate. Just by the
No.
very sheer existence of Ram Navami, another community has been reduced to second rate. If
No,
tomorrow you will
I
celebrate
would-
Diwali, it will be like, why are you celebrating Diwali? Other communities are feeling threatened and reduced
I
to
would
second rate
say-
citizens.
I would say the religion and its realm must be restricted to the purpose for which it is supposed to function within the society, and that should not be blended with politics. Our political system, it is a modern nation-state system.
I don't
and
know what
it
your
has-
idea of blending with politics is. If you are saying that it is not about politics, sir, it is about the very existence of a particular festival. Kaushal Kant Mishra wants to respond.
पद्मजा जी, मेरे दोस्त जिस तरह से बोल रहे थे, तो उस तरह से तो सदियों से रामनवमी की छुट्टी होती आई है, हम लोग दिवाली मनाते आए हैं, होली मनाते आए हैं, तो इस फॉर्मूले से चलेंगे तो क्या कर रहे हैं ये लोग? और इनको लगता है कि भारत का एग्जिस्टेंस तब आया जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना है। भारत का एग्जिस्टेंस के बारे में वेदों में लिखा हुआ, उत्तर यत समुद्र से हिमाद्रे श्रैव दक्षिणम भारत नाम भारतीय यत संतति, ये तो वेदों में लिखा हुआ है। भारत की अवधारणा वहां से चली आ रही है। यही तो भारत की विरासत है, यही तो भारत का कल्चर है, जो आपके समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। आप कांग्रेस का कैरेक्टर ही हमेशा से रहा है। आप देखिए, शुरू से कांग्रेस ने डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी किया, और ये अंग्रेजों की पॉलिसी थी, वही कंटिन्यू की जा रही है। और ये एग्जिस्ट विजुअली कहां से दिखती है? अगर हम सेंसस को देखते हैं, फर्स्ट सेंसस में हिंदू थे, सब लोग एक जैसे थे। उसके बाद उसमें हिंदू मुस्लिम किया गया। उसके बाद आजादी के बाद, उसके पहले जातियों में बांटा अंग्रेजों ने, पर आजादी के बाद 1992 में हिंदुओं को सिखों में, जैन्स में, बुद्ध में, उनको डिवाइड करके माइनॉरिटी देने का काम किसने किया? कांग्रेस ने किया। तो कांग्रेस ने हमेशा डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी की है। और जो मेरे मित्र कह रहे हैं कि फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन, साहब आपका फ्रीडम वहीं तक चलता शुरू है, खत्म होता है जहां से मेरी नाक शुरू होती है। और मेरी नाक नहीं है, मेरी नाक मेरे देश की इज्जत है, मेरी नाक मेरे संविधान का राइट है। आपका अगर कोई भी शब्द जो मेरी नाक को टच करता है, यानी मेरी सभ्यता को टच करता है, मेरी संस्कृति को,
it can also safely be said yatha advisor tatha shishya. So if these are the very dangerous ideas or sense of humor or freedom of speech, what have you, being espoused by an advisor, one shudders to think what the pupil will be doing if and when he comes to power. It's perhaps that party that needs to explain. I will leave by thanking all the guests, and I'll leave you with the Prime Minister. He has again addressed what Sam Pitroda said, but more specifically this time, he has put out a challenge to all of the allies of the Congress. Thanks for watching.
आज कांग्रेस के एक और बड़े नेता ने फिर कांग्रेस की विभाजनकारी सोच का प्रदर्शन किया। गांधी परिवार के बेहद करीबी और शहजादे के सबसे बड़े सलाहकार ने जो कहा है वो शर्मनाक है। क्या ऐसी बातें देश स्वीकार कर सकता है क्या? मैं जरा सीतारमैया जी से पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या कर्नाटका के लोगों पर यह आरोप आप स्वीकार करेंगे क्या? मैं तेलंगाना के कांग्रेस के मुख्यमंत्री को पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या वे इस प्रकार के आरोप को स्वीकार करेंगे क्या? मैं तमिलनाडु के मुख्यमंत्री को पूछना चाहता हूं, जो तमिल संस्कृति की बात करते हैं, इतना बड़ा गंभीर आरोप लगाया है, क्या तमिलनाडु डीएमके कांग्रेस के साथ अपना नाता तोड़ने की घोषणा करेंगे क्या? तमिल स्वाभिमान के लिए, तमिल लोगों के लिए क्या वो हिम्मत है क्या उनमें?